Hi, I'm Roddy and this is Susan, and we're going to talk to you today about 30-minute minestrone.
That's right. Try this hearty and healthy soup to fill you up and get you going.
Well, now what do we do to start here?
We're going to start by chopping this onion.
Now, how do you do that without crying?
That's a good question. Different methods work for different people. You might want to light a candle or actually wearing a pair of goggles.
A pair of goggles.
Yeah, it's true. The goggles will actually help avoid the irritants from the onion getting into your eye.
Boy, you learn something new on this show every day.
So let's start with the olive oil. And I'm going to ask you to stir these vegetables for me, Roddy.
Okay.
Start with the onion. And let that cook for a minute or two, and then the garlic. And you want to let that cook for a minute or two as well, but if you wanted to get started on that, that looks great. And next we'll move on to the chicken broth, which you want to carefully add to the soup. And a little bit of water and uncooked pasta.
Now, why do you use uncooked pasta?
That's a good question, actually. With the chicken broth is actually going to impart a nice flavor onto the pasta. And if you add already cooked pasta, the pasta might overcook and become gummy, so you don't want that to happen.
I got you. Makes sense. Makes sense to me.
Okay. So we're going to cook this for about 6 to 8 minutes until the pasta is just tender. And then we're going to add some other vegetables. So we'll move on to our diced tomatoes. And we have a blend of seasonings here, which is Italian seasoning, dried basil, sugar, salt, and pepper. We'll cover this and we're going to process it, so remember to put your towel on top. And this soup is going to be hot, so again, be careful when you're pouring the tomatoes in.
Okay. Now, why do you use undrained tomatoes?
Well, the water from the tomatoes adds more of a tomato flavor to the soup instead of just adding water or broth.
Okay, great. I'm working here.
Finish with the beans. We have some cannellini beans here and some frozen vegetables. So we want to stir that until the vegetables are just tender. This looks great.
Oh boy, this is terrific. I can't wait to taste this.
Yeah, you can really smell the tomatoes too, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's ladle this up and give it a taste.
Fabulous.
There you go. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese for you.
I get a spoon. Now, the Parmesan cheese adds flavor without salt, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Parmesan cheese has a nice nutty flavor, which really brings out the flavors of the soup.
See, I've learned something in these cooking videos, haven't I?
Yeah. How's it taste?
Wonderful.
Great.
Really wonderful. Thank you very much.
To print this recipe and find many more,
please visit our website.